Hey everybody! Get ready to put on your traveling shoes because today we're whisking you away to beautiful Fredericksburg, Texas. It's a town where history meets hospitality, and believe me, they roll out the welcome mat in the sweetest way possible. We're talking about a place with a rich German heritage, charming downtown streets that'll make you want to stroll all day, and wineries galore. Yep, you heard right, wineries! So grab your cowboy hats and your wine glasses, because we're about to have some fun. My name is Vincent Gustavo, and in this video, I'm going to take you on a whirlwind tour of the top 5 must-visit spots in Fredericksburg in a weekend. From historical landmarks to scenic vineyards, we've got your itinerary covered. So sit back, relax, and get ready to fall in love with Fredericksburg, Texas, just like I have. Let's go! Our first stop takes us back in time to World War II at the incredible National Museum of the Pacific War. Now, I know what you might be thinking, a war museum in Texas? Trust me on this one, folks. This museum is something special. This ain't your average history lesson, people. This museum brings the Pacific theater of World War II to life with incredible exhibits, artifacts, and personal stories that'll give you chills. You'll see firsthand the sacrifices made by the brave men and women who fought for our freedom. One of the most moving parts of the museum is the George H.W. Bush Gallery. It tells the story of then Lieutenant Bush's experience as a Navy pilot during the war. You can even see the actual plane he flew. Talk about history coming to life. The museum also features interactive exhibits that put you right in the middle of the action. You can climb aboard a submarine, explore a recreated battlefield, and even experience a simulated air raid. It's a powerful reminder of the realities of war. But the National Museum of the Pacific War isn't just about battles and weapons. It's also about the human cost of war and the resilience of the human spirit. You'll hear stories of courage, sacrifice, and hope that will stay with you long after you leave. Take your time exploring the museum, folks. There's so much to see and learn. And while you're there, take a moment to reflect on the sacrifices made by those who came before us. It's a humbling experience that will stay with you forever. I know history museums aren't everyone's cup of tea, but this one is different. It's an experience that will move you, inspire you, and leave you with a newfound appreciation for the sacrifices made for our freedom. Plus, it's a great way to escape the Texas heat for a few hours. They've got the AC cranked up in there, folks. You can thank me later. So, if you're looking for a unique and unforgettable experience in Fredericksburg, be sure to add the National Museum of the Pacific War to your list. It's an absolute must-see. Now, who's ready for a little peace and quiet after all that history? Our next stop is a true oasis of tranquility, the Japanese Garden of Peace. Stay tuned. Nestled right on the grounds of the National Museum of the Pacific War, you'll find a little slice of serenity, the Japanese Garden of Peace. After the weight of the museum, stepping into this garden is like a deep cleansing breath. This ain't your typical Texas landscape, folks. We're talking serene ponds, graceful bridges, and lush greenery that'll make you forget you're in the heart of Texas Hill Country. As you wander through the garden, take a moment to appreciate the symbolism woven into every element. The flowing water represents the passage of time and the healing power of nature. The stone lanterns symbolize enlightenment, and the carefully raked gravel, that's all about finding peace within ourselves. This garden is a beautiful tribute to peace and reconciliation. It's a reminder that even in the face of conflict, we can always find common ground and understanding. Now, I'm not saying you gotta meditate or anything, though you're welcome to, of course. But just take a moment to breathe it all in. Let the tranquility of the garden wash over you. It's the perfect place to reflect on the stories you heard at the museum and find a sense of peace. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even spot one of the resident koi fish swimming in the pond. They're pretty chill, just like the vibe of this whole garden. Whether you're a history buff or just looking for a peaceful escape, the Japanese Garden of Peace is a must-visit. It's a hidden gem in Fredericksburg that'll nourish your soul. But don't get too relaxed, y'all. We've got a whole town to explore. Up next, we're hitting the charming streets of downtown Fredericksburg. Get ready for some shopping, dining, and good old-fashioned Texas hospitality. All right, folks, get ready to put on your walking shoes because we're about to hit the motherlode of charm Main Street, Fredericksburg. Buckle up for a delightful roller coaster of unique shops, art galleries, and eateries that are more adorable than a basket full of puppies wearing tiny cowboy hats. Picture this. You're strolling down the street. The sun's beaming. A gentle breeze is carrying the scent of freshly baked pretzels. Because duh, German heritage. And your biggest dilemma is whether to buy that quirky piece of art or that vintage cowboy boot you absolutely don't need but suddenly can't live without. Happens to the best of us. We're talking one-of-a-kind boutiques bursting with personality, antique shops overflowing with treasures just begging for a good home, and art galleries showcasing the talent of local artists. Trust me, you'll want to bring an extra suitcase for all the goodies you're gonna find. And when your stomach starts rumbling louder than a honky-tonk band on a Saturday night, fret not. Main Street's got you covered with an array of restaurants serving everything from classic Texas BBQ to authentic German cuisine. Yes, you heard right. Get ready to say, Guten Appetit, to some seriously delicious schnitzels and strudels. But the real magic of Main Street lies in its atmosphere. It's a place where time seems to slow down, where folks greet you with a smile, and where you can just wander aimlessly, soaking up the small-town charm. So, grab yourself an ice cream cone, find a bench under a shady tree, and watch the world go by. Or better yet, grab a friend, grab a drink at a sidewalk cafe, and people watch to your heart's content. It's the Fredericksburg way. Don't forget to pop into the local shops and support these amazing small businesses. You might even stumble upon a hidden gem or two, and trust me, your souvenir game will be strong. Main Street Fredericksburg, it's a whole mood, and you absolutely need to experience it. But don't wander too far, because up next, we're venturing into the heart of Texas wine country. Get ready to raise a glass, y'all. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to embark on a journey that'll tickle your taste buds and leave you feeling as fine as a bottle of aged Cabernet. We're talking about Fredericksburg's legendary wine scene. Now, you might not think Texas and immediately picture rolling vineyards, but let me tell you, Fredericksburg is home to a wine region that'll give Napa Valley a run for its money. We're talking award-winning wineries, breathtaking vineyard views, and enough vino to satisfy even the most discerning wine connoisseur. Just hop in your car and take a scenic drive along Highway 290, also known as the Texas Wine Trail. You'll be greeted by rows upon rows of grapevines stretching as far as the eye can see. It's enough to make you want to grab a glass and say, "Cheers to the freaking weekend," even if it's only Tuesday. Whether you prefer a crisp Sauvignon Blanc, a bold Cabernet Sauvignon, or a sweet and bubbly rose, Fredericksburg's got something to tantalize your palate. Most wineries offer tastings, so you can sample a variety of wines and find your new favorite. And don't even get me started on the food. Many wineries also have restaurants or gourmet food trucks on site, serving up delectable dishes that pair perfectly with their wines. Think charcuterie boards piled high with artisanal cheeses, gourmet pizzas straight from a wood-fired oven, and decadent desserts that'll make you want to lick the plate clean. But it's not just about the wine and food, folks. It's about the experience. Picture yourself relaxing on a sunny patio overlooking the vineyards, live music filling the air, and a gentle breeze whispering through the vines. It's the perfect setting to unwind, reconnect with friends and family, and create memories that'll last a lifetime. So grab your designated driver, safety first, y'all. Put on your coolest wine-tasting outfit, and get ready to experience the magic of Fredericksburg's wineries. Trust me, it's an experience that'll have you saying, "Why not?" every chance you get. But our adventure doesn't end there. We've got one last stop that's a feast for the eyes and the soul: Wildseed Farms. Get ready to stop and smell the wildflowers, folks. All right, folks. Get ready to trade in your wine glasses for some good old-fashioned natural beauty, because our next stop is a sight that'll make your heart bloom. Wildseed Farms. Imagine a place where vibrant wildflowers stretch as far as the eye can see, painting the landscape in a kaleidoscope of colors. That's Wildseed Farms, my friends, and it's every bit as magical as it sounds. This ain't your mama's backyard garden, y'all. We're talking about a whopping 200 acres of pure floral bliss. They've got over 200 varieties of wildflowers blooming throughout the year. So no matter when you visit, you're in for a treat. Stroll through their walking trails, breathe in that fresh floral air, and let the beauty of nature wash over you. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and reconnect with Mother Earth. And for those Instagram-worthy shots, because let's be real, we all need them, Wildseed Farms is a photographer's dream. Picture yourself frolicking through fields of bluebonnets, posing amidst a sea of sunflowers, or capturing the delicate beauty of a ladybug landing on a petal. Your followers will be double-tapping with envy. But Wildseed Farms is more than just a pretty face. They're actually one of the largest working wildflower farms in the United States, supplying seeds to gardeners and landscapers all over the country. So, not only can you enjoy the beauty of their flowers, but you can also take a piece of it home with you to brighten up your own backyard. They've also got a charming shop on site where you can find all sorts of goodies, from wildflower seeds and gardening supplies to locally made jams, jellies, and honey. It's the perfect place to pick up a unique souvenir or two. And if you're feeling peckish, they've got a cafe serving up delicious sandwiches, salads, and homemade pies. Grab a bite to eat, find a shady spot under a tree, and soak up the peaceful atmosphere. So, there you have it, folks. Wildseed Farms, a place where natural beauty meets southern charm. It's the perfect way to end your Fredericksburg adventure on a high note. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our whirlwind tour of Fredericksburg, Texas. From the historical echoes of World War II to the sweet sips of Texas wine country, this charming town has something for everyone. I hope this video inspired you to add Fredericksburg to your travel bucket list. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below telling me which spot you're most excited to visit. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures. And remember, y'all, life's too short to stay in one place. Get out there, explore, and make some memories. And if you find yourself in Fredericksburg, be sure to tell them Vincent sent ya. Happy travels!